Today, we're going to be talking about like money F up stories.
Yes.
So these are like the, I don't know, hopefully not financially ruined money stories, but definitely financial misfortune. This is OKOP. We read the craziest stories on earth. I'm Sam.
I'm John.
And let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Today I effed up by donating $15,041 to a poor community in Bangladesh instead of the $150 donation I intended.
I mean, that sounds like extra charity.
That sounds like extra
it sounds
charity.
like
you shouldn't feel bad about that. That is not a fuck up. That is life-changing.
You are a 100x better person.
You are a saint, actually.
Yeah, you're literally a saint.
You should be indoctrinated by the Holy Roman Emperor. I don't know why I said emperor, but whatever, the Pope.
We are
searching for Pope.
We control the morality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to bring back empires, right?
Bring back the empire.
All right, but this happened in February of last year. But my friends have been telling me I need to post this story online. So here goes nothing.
Here we go.
My wife and I, both 31 years old at the time, moved into a new 3-unit apartment building in San Francisco. One of our neighbors is a 70-year-old, something-year-old tired veteran. We'll call him Joe. For context, Joe is a white American guy, and he's also a devout Hindu priest.
And the president?
And the president. Is it
No.
Joe Biden?
Biden?
Secret Hindu American guy?
No. It was a long shot. It was a long
I
shot.
actually I love that. I love that combination for him.
Yes.
Veteran and Hindu, which I feel like white veteran and Hindu is not a often a combination.
That's what I'm saying.
But if anyone is a white veteran Hindu,
please comment below.
and your name is Joe, this may be
Let
about
us know.
you.
It might be you, literally.
This may be about you.
Yeah.
All right. So one day, I run into Joe in my hallway, and he tells me about this charity he manages for a community in Bangladesh. I wanted to support my neighbor and the charity, so I asked Joe to send me the GoFundMe link, which is, dude,
Heck
stand
yeah.
up neighbor. This is great. This is
Awesome.
great. The next day at work, I go to the GoFundMe page and donate $150. Great. Awesome.
Fantastic.
Or so I thought.
Ah, there we go.
Moments later, I get a text on my phone warning me of an unusually large transaction on my credit card. I'm confused and swipe to open the text message. It says I have made a payment of $15,041 to GoFundMe. Immediately, I'm sweating.
Ouch.
Also, though, OP kind of has it like that.
So
if
far,
you can even withdraw $15,000.
I mean, that is it. Wasn't like what is it?
It wasn't
overdraft.
declined. Yeah, it wasn't
an
a
overdraft.
decline or
Yeah,
an overdraft. So
It
it sounds like you could donate $15,000 to Bangladesh, OP.
What if he literally only has $15,000 or $16,000?
$16,000, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, he's definitely made some people in Bangladesh very, very happy.
Oh, that's right. That is correct.
Immediately, I'm sweating. How could I have donated $15,000? I spend the next 10 to 15 minutes retracing my steps, and finally, I realize my credit card number starts with the numbers 4 and 1. It seems I had accidentally started typing my credit card information while my cursor was still in the donation box. Yes, it's actually live, YB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's us.
Yeah, it's us. Come on.
Who'd you think it was?
Don't press us. Anyway, yikes. Basically, 150 became 15,041. I call GoFundMe's support line in a panic, and when I finally connect with a human, I explain what happened. No need to worry, he tells me.
Okay.
They will initiate a refund of the transaction, which should process in 3 to 7 business days.
Okay,
We're fine, right?
yeah,
We're fine.
but maybe not.
We're not fine. Because it's a Reddit story. We got many more things to go through.
You're right.
Yeah, that's a huge release. But then I asked the agent if the charity will be able to see the donation on the GoFundMe page until it was refunded. What do you mean? The agent asked me. What do you mean? What do I mean? Was my response. Will they be able to see the $15,041 donation?
Oh, will they see it like was deposited and
Yeah.
then withdrawn?
And then America, men, we love you too. Will they see that it is deposited and then taken away? And it's like,
Right.
oh, like this guy is like a major douche.
Right.
Which is
Okay, I
not a
mean,
good look.
come on. I mean, look, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And then you go back and you do the 150. I wouldn't be so worried about that.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
It's all good. I think.
Unfortunately, yes, the agent tells me. They will be able to see it until the refund process is complete. I tell him that's a big problem as the entire GoFundMe had hardly raised that much at that point. Surely they will notice their fundraiser doubling overnight. Yeah, I'm sure.
About to hit them goals, baby.
Yeah. My plan was to knock on Joe's door the following morning to give him the full story so that he could pass it along to his contacts in Bangladesh. But when I woke up that next morning, I looked at my phone and saw I had 40 plus notifications on Facebook. Someone had sent me a friend request, had liked many of my old posts, and had sent me many messages. Immediately, I was concerned when I saw the individual messaging me had a Hindu name, but I never could have imagined what I saw when I opened his first message.
Okay.
What do you think? What do you see?
Are we going tinfoil? Is this a
I think
tinfoil
this is
conspiracy hat moment?
Conspiracy hat moment.
Let's do it, everyone. Okay, so for my tinfoil hat conspiracy, I think that somebody from the charity saw the donation, saw the withdrawal, and is now like, why would you? Because as of now, he hasn't, to our knowledge, gone back and done the 150 as well. He's just getting the money back.
Well, I feel like the people don't know that he's gonna do the 150.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this person at the charity is like, yo, WTF, why are you taking back this amazing donation that's going to change the lives of the people in this charity?
So you think they're stalking him for the money?
Yeah, and I'm curious right now in the comments if anyone else has any tinfoil hat conspiracies, why this person is bombarding OP on Facebook. Very curious to know your thoughts because but that's my take. That's my take.
Well, let's see what actually happens.
Back to reality?
Back to reality. The man had sent a video of himself from Bangladesh surrounded by dozens of impoverished and hungry people holding bags of food, thanking me by name, Michael, for my generous donation. It's got to hurt.
Yeah.
A big round of applause for Michael. At this point, I've leapt out of my bed and I'm pacing. Part of me wants to scream. Part of me wants to crack up laughing. I start swiping through the man's messages, and it is a picture after picture after picture of poor Bangladeshis thanking me for my kind donation. Literally hundreds of photos of frail, elderly, disabled, and malnourished individuals holding signs with my name. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael. I've uploaded a portion of the video and a few photos for you guys to see here.
Really?
Should we look?
Let's give it a shot. What do we think?
Oh my God, dude. I'm looking at it on my phone. Riley. Here, I'll show everyone on screen. Okay.
Yeah. So, oh man.
These are
oh
the
man.
People.
And so they
And this is the video. Can you guys see that?
They updated. It wasn't just the. Yeah.
Thank you, dear Michael. Oh my goodness.
So for a second, I thought he was just getting private messages.
I think he's getting like messages too
from the
but
fact
it's
that it's
from
live.
the entire village.
It's live on the GoFundMe and like.
I don't think it's live on the GoFundMe necessarily, but it's sent to him on Facebook potentially.
Oh my gosh! I mean, in these screenshots, this is the GoFundMe literally.
I think. Oh shit! You're totally right.
Yeah. So they literally posted it on that because that's honestly it's
yeah.
one
They
thing
said
to be,
thanks, Michael.
Yeah, it's literally the whole GoFundMe is flooded with things of it being like thanks, Michael.
You're totally right.
Of the donation, he is now withdrawing,
and they've just bought like a lot of rice. Like, look how many bags of rice that is. I don't know if that's $15,000.
I mean, yeah.
worth of rice,
my guess is that they had that anyways. Because did they? I don't know if they got the money that fast, right? I don't know. I could be wrong.
I mean, yeah,
I don't know the inner workings of charitable.
But they could be like have like a couple $100s on hand. It's like the community needs this right now,
and because we have money coming in,
we're
go
gonna
ahead and spend this. Yeah, that's very plausible. I think that's definitely
which
plausible.
would be rough because now it's like potentially not only is he taking the money back, but potentially he is like financially ruined this small town because they think they're going to get all this money coming in.
Oh, my. I am praying that is not what's about to happen. Wow. Wow.
But it is. So.
Oh, my. Oh,
Are you ready?
read.
Are you ready?
Just drop
Are
the
you ready to
reality
keep
on
going?
me.
All
Drop
right.
the reality bomb on me.
So, just some editor's note on the photo description. So, photo 1 is a screenshot of the GoFundMe page with Michael's $15,041 donation made and highlighted. 2, a video of people holding food bags and a man in the middle saying thank you to Michael. 3, 2 men with their food bags with a sign that says thank you, dear Michael, for your kind help. I like how they're all saying dear Michael. 4, 8 people with their food bags and a sign that says thanks, dear Michael, for your kind. 5, a lot of people gathered holding their hands in the air with their food bags at their feet. 6 through 11 contain different people with their food. 12, several people gathered for a selfie with a video that says thanks, Michael. There's like a shit ton.
Oh my goodness,
man. Oh man. And before we go, we're gonna continue. There is an update, but we're gonna continue with this update. So, needless to say, I couldn't live with myself just donating $150 after seeing how the community responded to the $15,000. I decided the least I could do was add a zero, so I donated $1,500 once the original donation was refunded. The charity's host was incredibly gracious and understanding, and he explained to me that the $1,500 goes very far in Bangladesh for urgent food relief. And here is the charity's new GoFundMe link if you want to find it out. So actually, John, we've read this first part before. I don't know if you remember this.
No.
But we haven't read the update.
Right.
Because the update is 1 week later.
Oh, snap.
And there's a pretty decent update. A lot of you guys have been like saying, oh, like, please, like, give updates to the story. So this is us doing that. Before we get into the update, Riley, can we see a couple of those comments to see what's going on here? So Ms. Bad British, I missed the beginning of the story. Then go back and listen to the beginning.
That's true.
Yes, please. YB, do you want me to summarize Christine? Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, you could summarize to other people
that's
what
great.
just happened. I saw someone in the beginning that said something about a dog. Can you scroll up, Riley? Maybe
if it's
there we go.
Out.
Knew a guy who accidentally gave his dog a $600 to $700 snack after a bros night out.
How do you do that? What snack is? Oh, maybe still what like a caviar.
Oh,
it would have to be.
What $600 to $700 snack are you having just around?
I mean, like it has to be caviar or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
I don't have any $600 $700 snack around.
I have never spent $600 or $700 on whole groceries in my life. Not even close.
I think I've probably spent like $600 maybe once buying food for like 10 people.
Yeah.
For like a weekend, but I've never ever spent that much on a snack. Kimberly Fine says not caviar. But let's get into this update. So there are more photos, and the first of many photos to come. So let's look at these photos. Oh, dude, Reddit came together. So now there's like all of these Bangladeshi children that say, thanks, Reddit. Look, they're all eating. Thanks, Reddit. Thanks for this, Reddit.
That is
beautiful. My goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. That's so funny. Of course, Reddit donates $69,000. That's such a Reddit amount to donate.
We'll take it.
Oh, my goodness. So I'm just going to read the photo description for everyone. So 1, several Bangladeshi children holding plates waiting to get food. Some are holding signs that say, thanks, Reddit, and the caption, thank you, Reddit. These are just a few photos I've received from the team leader. Oh, and Riley, maybe we can do some of the switching to show people our transitions in the... Heck, yeah. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see both. Look at those fancy transitions. But, all right, 2, similar to 1. 3, similar, but with a sign that says, all this thanks to Reddit. Woman holding a sign that says, all thanks to Reddit. And then a screenshot of the GoFundMe after this post, $69,301 raised by 2.1 thousand donations.
Wow.
And people thought it was funny, and it went viral. The Reddit community, social media website got like tens of thousands of views. There is like there's tons and tons of messages. There's a screenshot of the GoFundMe page showing the initial $1,500 donation. But I'm gonna get into the update from
Michael. Wow. Here we go.
Some people were looking in the donation history on the campaign's new link to verify I actually made a $1,500 donation I claim to have made in my story. The $1,500 donation pictured was made via the old campaign link. Last week, I posted one of my life's most embarrassing stories on Today I Effed Up about the typo that caused me to donate $15,041 to a Bangladesh charity instead of the $150 donation I intended. At the time of my Reddit post, the charity's latest campaign had approximately $12,500 from 26 total donations. My neighbor, the organizer of the charity, had told me the charity was running on fumes and looking to cancel some of the program. So Reddit literally came together to make it happen.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Of course, I had hoped some Redditors might read my story and decide to help the charity, but I never could have expected the overwhelming reaction nor the incredible generosity of the Reddit community. Watch this post blow up and a shit ton of Redditors donate was one of the first comments the post received on Reddit, and that is exactly what happened.
Wow.
Over Memorial Day weekend, the charity raised over $55,000 from over 2,100 new donations. On Saturday, I had to explain to my 77-year-old neighbor and to the charity's team leader in Bangladesh. He called Reddit, as you can see in my pics. They were absolutely blown away by the reaction, and truly they view it as a miracle. I received the following message from my neighbor. Without a doubt, this is the biggest wave of support to arrive since we started. Doors that were closed can now be opened. This is like the cutest thing ever.
Yeah.
This is like truly the internet at its best.
Yes.
This is, I mean, wow. Plans that were parked can now be put into motion. There's so much we can now accomplish, all due to your idea to post in a funny way on what happened a while ago. Abundant resources require an equal level of responsibility. No less, I'm committed to see that these resources and funds are applied carefully and continue to make the difference to those who need it most. Sometimes things just seem to work out for a reason. One Reddit donor commented, Michael may have screwed up his donation, but hopefully his Today I Effed Up on Reddit has fixed that somewhat. Thanks to Reddit, the Bangladesh community will receive roughly 4 times the amount of the original donation I had refunded. And now it's even more. It's like $69,000.
Wow.
And
Incredible.
So that is the update. That's the update.
Incredible.
Yeah. Tracy Icon. Is it Tracy Ison? It is truly the internet at its best.
Yes.
We love saying, yeah, that's amazing. Reddit donated. I mean, this is like, I feel like that's the power of the internet when they come together, you know?
It is. Yeah. This is, and it's so great how the irony of like the fact that it came from an F up and then turned into just this incredible thing.
And he was, but I think that also speaks to OP because OP obviously was already a good guy.
Yeah.
You know, it's
he donated first 150, then 1,500.
Yeah. He donated 10 times what he was initially going to donate. And also the fact that he would even donate $150 to like a GoFundMe even like speaks volumes to this guy.
100%.
So shout out to OP. That is amazing. And shout out to the internet and to Reddit. And also to all of you guys in the live stream.
Everyone watching right now.
Everyone live. Also, if you have any questions for us or John, we've been seeing a lot of comments recently asking if John and I are having a fight. We promise.
There's guys. We're squashing the beef right here, right now.
There's literally no
beef. Okay.
We all live together. So
like
we're this. And if you have any questions about us or the show, please put it in the comments. We can maybe fire off some of the answers to that between the next stories. But
that's right.
John, do you have a story for me?
I have a story for you.
You can just plow right through and into my heart.
The real question is, what is the Notion page that we're reading from? And it's 250? 250.
Here, I can hit you with it right here. Here you go.
Alrighty. Boom.
And I just shut off my phone. There you go.
And okay, great. Here we go. More
the
on
dog.
the dog.
Okay, wait.
Continues.
Kimberly Vine. The dog snack. Oh, what's his dentures?
Wow. Oh,
it's like $600 for dentures.
Oh, okay. Very quick. Okay, story time. So my dog Paco, R.I.P. I dislocated my jaw when I was in high school, and so I had to get these like really expensive like custom molds to like sleep with. It's basically like a mouth guard or whatever. And I had them done. It was like $600 or whatever. Then he freaking chewed through it and destroyed them.
That sucks, dude. I'm sorry.
So you know what? It was Kimberly, right? Kimberly Fire?
Fine.
Fine. Kimberly Fine. Sorry about that. Kimberly, I feel you. We're here together. We're here together today. But we are also all gathered here today to read this next story.
Yeah.
So
also,
let's dive
Tracy,
into it.
I'm fine health wise. Do I look like shit? I don't.
We have had incidents in the past. If you're super OG fan, you know
Oh
what
my
it
God.
is.
Thanks, guys.
But
I feel fine. Not
yes,
emotionally anymore, though.
that is correct. But you know what? We're just gonna keep on going, ladies and gentlemen. So the next story is today I effed up by breaking a $4,500 earring and looking up its origins. And this is OKOP. It's home to the craziest true stories on earth. I'm John, and Sam, what do we think is going to happen with this $4,500 earring?
I wonder if they're
going
going to go to small claims court. Well, actually, is that big claim? No, under $5,000 is small claims court, right? I
don't
believe
know.
so. I just had a conversation with someone about this.
Okay.
I'm fairly sure. If anyone knows in the comments, please let us know.
Educate us.
Educate us immediately. But
what do you think is the mysterious origin of this ring?
oh, I don't know. Like maybe it was in a lake buried for tens of thousands of years, and it was used to claim all of Middle Earth potentially.
I mean, that's pretty specific.
Yeah, and may need to be taken to a volcano to make sure the whole world is safe. But
you know,
there's only one way to find out.
there really is, and that's reading this from the user Dumbed Down Dinosaur. Great username. They say long.
Oh my God! It's Tracy. Wait, is it? No, wait, no, never mind. Sorry, I thought. Never mind.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you were thinking, but maybe it is.
Okay.
The intro to the story. Long ago, I got this matching bracelet and earring set from my grandmother. My mother passed away, and I inherited the third piece, a necklace.
Okay.
I never thought much of them, as for a long time, I steered clear of gold jewelry. I lost the bracelet years ago.
Damn.
That's tough.
Like a family heirloom to
A
lose.
gold bracelet family heirloom. So it's not
Yeah.
just the potentially tens of thousands of dollars value of the bracelet, but also obviously the sentimental
I would
value.
feel so bad.
Yeah, that's.
I would feel. Is the grandma still alive?
We don't know yet. We don't
I
know
would
yet.
feel worse if the grandma was dead.
Yes. Oh well. Her Opie's mother passed away, so we're. It's an
Potentially.
assumption, but potentially
Yeah.
potentially maybe
grandmother.
Opie's a lot older. Do we know
Oh.
Opie's age? We don't know, at least yet.
Oh, dude, that's.
Today, I looked through my jewelry and noticed one of the earrings had a point snapped off, and it looked a tad bent. Probably stepped on it. I think, these are really pretty, and I've seen similar pieces floating around the internet. Perhaps I could buy a replacement. So, y'all, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I believe right now, OP stepped on the earring of the set and is thinking, maybe, just maybe. Who's it? I wonder. Like, I feel
Opie
like
is not good at protecting family
Yeah.
heirlooms. Loses this like priceless bracelet, and now has stepped on these earrings that were passed down by her grandmother.
I feel like. I mean, share some ideas down below, but like, get a safe. I feel like
Yeah.
getting a safe at this
Get a
point.
safe, or look where you're going.
Insurance and a
Insurance.
safe,
Yeah.
because I mean,
Would insurance cover you stepping on earrings? Probably.
I imagine
Probably.
some plans, depending on the
Yeah.
coverage you could get, it would cover that. I know that they would at least be kind of pricey because they were gold, but they didn't have diamonds or anything that really screams, I cost more than a car. You know? Okay, so that is important. Because
So OP didn't think it was like super expensive.
yeah, because tennis bracelets. So tennis bracelets are
what's that?
basically
What you're wearing?
it's no.
Oh.
No. It's coated in diamonds all the way around.
Oh,
So
you
those
play
could, like,
tennis with those?
I don't know if they play tennis with them. I don't know why they're called tennis bracelets. But
Why would you call it a tennis bracelet if you don't play tennis with them?
That's a question for a jeweler.
Why do they call them tennis bracelets?
But cheap ones, to my understanding, like cheap fair value average is like 5, 10, 15 grand for a bracelet. Not a necklace, because a necklace is, that much more real estate worth of diamonds. So we're not in that territory, at least. Today, I look at my jewelry. Oh, nope, I already read that. I use Google Lens, and lo and behold, I find my pieces. The pieces that match the earring. The pair of earrings is like $9,000.
An OP stepped and bent one.
We thought we were out of that crazy territory.
That's expensive, dude.
How much do you think the necklace is?
The necklace, you mean, or the bracelet?
So I just shared the earrings were
Yeah.
9,000.
Yeah.
How much do you think the necklace is?
Wait, so she lost a bracelet, and there's also a necklace.
Yeah, so there's earrings, necklace, and bracelet. Those are the three.
Okay, and she still has the necklace.
Still has the necklace to our knowledge.
Okay. I mean, if the earrings are $9 grand, I gotta say like 20.
Great guess. The necklace, 18,000. I'm not joking. I'm baffled. And one final guess. Bracelet?
That she lost?
I believe so.
I'm gonna say like 10.
The lost bracelet goes for around 4.5.
Okay.
Thousand. So not at least not 10.
Still expensive, though.
Yeah. I feel like such an effing idiot. How would I even get the earring replaced? Can it even be fixed? It's definitely not in my budget to buy a new pair. No, not now anyway. These pieces have been carried for years with me, quite carelessly too. Oh.
We can tell. We can tell if you've lost one item and broken half of another.
Low key.
OP.
So I don't have any box or warranty. Can you get some random jeweler to bend it back in shape or ... question mark? I'm sorry if this sounds tremendously ignorant. We do have 2 closing edits.
Okay.
But everyone in the comments below, I'm curious, what would you do? And what are your thoughts on this? Do we have any comments right now that are on? But
I would comment immediately, and then we can read some of them. But,
yes,
yeah.
but let's break it down.
Yeah.
So you are in OP shoes. You have been quite carelessly carrying around tens of thousands of dollars.
Get a box for them at least, like get somewhere to carry them, like a jewelry box.
Yeah.
I mean, I would probably go with the jeweler, right? Because
Go to the
to replace it, that doesn't have your like grandma's musk.
The
on
sentimental
it,
value is lost.
Yeah, exactly.
It
The
kinda makes
reason that it's sentimental is because it has like some of your grandma's skin flakes on the earrings or something.
Delicious.
Yeah, like that, right? That's
yeah,
why.
that's how people look at that. Yeah, definitely.
But like I think to replace it doesn't make sense. But you would probably find a good jeweler. Like they resize wedding bands all the time.
Yeah. My girlfriend had a gold ring redone. Now this was like a hookup deal for $100. It was bent. It wasn't
$100.
Yes.
And it looked good afterwards?
It looked good. Like,
Wow.
to me, I was like, this is obviously, she was like, there's still like a little
Yeah.
thing that he couldn't get out. But here's a question I am going to throw up. Red flag segment. Is it a red flag that OP was so quote unquote careless with the family, literally the family jewels, literally the family jewels?
Dude,
is that a red flag?
I mean, I think if I actually like dated someone kind of like this for a while that was like just very careless often, and it was a red flag for sure.
Yeah.
Like someone that is that careless and is not making efforts to remedy it. I think that's a red flag. It shows like that they don't treat their things with a lot of respect.
Yeah,
or at least neglect.
I didn't even think of it outside of like kind of like disrespect, not disrespecting the family, but not having care for the family stuff. But does it trickle into other areas of life? Which
for sure it does.
For
sure it
you're
does.
totally right. You're totally right. Did we have before we get to the
everyone's saying it's a red flag.
Any updates here? My eyesight is so terrible.
Okay, so Amy12 says should be able to get a jeweler to repair it. Awesome.
Okay. Nice.
Natalie Herza says the term tennis bracelet has an interesting origin related to the world of tennis.
Really?
The name became popular due to a specific incident involving professional tennis player Chris Evert during the 1987 something.
Thanks
I imagine
for the history.
tennis
That's
match.
cool.
Wow.
I love
dude,
that.
We're getting educated right now. That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Fixing it will be cheap, under $100.
Maybe my girlfand didn't get a great deal.
Wait, is someone Ms. Riley?
Yes. Yes, dude. I saw that earlier.
The skin flakes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that is for sure irresponsible. Also, I hope you guys are those of you who are still with us. I hope you guys are enjoying the live because
Let us know if it's great or if
it sucks.
suck.
Yeah. Someone
fix.
said red flag about the live. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. John Sam, red flags.
Mm.
Yeah. So it looks like some people are in agreement with the red flag there. All right.
But should we get into a... Oh, wait, is there more to the story?
Yes,
There's some edits. There's some edits. Okay, let's hit it.
First edit. I am cringing as I am remembering all the times I wore these to like crappy high school parties or to the beach or for F's sake, even to a music festival.
Oh my. To $9,000.
I am effing mortified. Edit number 2. To clarify, the reason that I've never thought much of them is because I never saw my mother wear the necklace, and my grandmother would gift me jewelry rather frequently. I never asked about the value nor cared, so I didn't attribute a lot of sentimental value to them. I mean, wow, okay.
Dude, let me take this out again.
Yeah. You know
red
what?
Flag, dude.
I think Opie's family is loaded. If your grandma's... I'm sorry. My grandma's never...
My grandma's never gave me like $9,000 earrings.
Come on. Now, I understand. Now, asterisk, I would understand the family heirlooms because that's like, hey, this is an investment piece that we will pass down for generations. We invest in this. Frequently, though. Frequently giving jewelry.
Though, like, there are like middle class families that have like jewelry passed down from generation to generation that becomes quite expensive. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I don't
it doesn't
think
necessarily she means she's loaded. Yeah. I agree with you.
The frequent gifting of jewelry. She said I frequently got gifted jewelry from my grandmother in addition to being gifted the family heirloom. So it's like,
who gave her the family heirlooms, dude?
The grandma.
I know, but like, why?
Oh yeah. Like why do this?
Yeah. I mean, I guess she likes wearing it, but come on, OP, be a little better.
So I didn't attribute a lot of sentimental value to them because it wasn't something I really associated with them, like my mom's favorite bracelet or my grandmother's favorite daily necklace. It's also worth noting I was 14 when I lost the bracelet. Okay,
a little bit more understandable.
A little bit more understandable.
But how old were you when you squashed the earrings?
I mean, her mother had passed away at the time of this. I lost the bracelet years ago. I mean, I feel like she's at least in her 20s now.
Yeah.
Years ago is like bare minimum 3.
Most likely much older.
Most likely much older, I would guess. But yeah, that's the end of that story there. What are our closing thoughts?
Closing thoughts.
Real question.
If your grandma gives you something, be careful.
Yeah.
Please.
Like
I can't imagine. We still have. I think my great grandpa, great grandpa has like not the Purple Heart, but some kind of like Medal of Honor for World War II.
Mm-hmm.
And like we still carry that. My grandpa on Australia had some kind of like pin for his service to the Australian police force. Like, and we keep that stuff like very safe.
Wear it to Coachella.
Yeah, wear it to Coachella. I just pin it. I'm like, oh, do you like my swag?
Yeah, wear it to Coachella.
Plur, just give it to someone, you know?
Yeah.
Peace,
why not
love,
step
unity,
on it a little bit?
Yeah, stomp on it.
Just like OP.
Make a little imprint on the ground.
Yeah.
And you can cast it or something. Question. Oh, should we answer some questions?
Yeah, we'll do some quick questions.
We have another story, right?
We do have one more story for y'all.
Okay, so Bernie Heart Dragon, are you two getting a divorce? No, we're still very much in love.
Yeah, and married. We'll never stop.
John the other day called me his work husband, and it made me my butterflies awaken within my stomach and flutter around.
Where did you guys get this idea of beef from?
There's literally been no. I mean, I guess us just not being in the episodes together.
Oh,
as much.
That's what it was.
I mean, that's the main thing.
Yeah. We have Riley and Sophia joining the crew now. So, What else you got to say? Okay, here we go. What is this from? Absolute Melancholy?
Yep.
My grandma buys anyone in the family a gold bracelet with their name embroidered on it. No one gets it until they can either prove they are capable of taking care of it or until she passes on. And that is a great idea.
That's a great idea. That's how if you're a grandma or going to be a grandma, that's what
we talk about inheritance all the time. That's a great like rule to live by, I think.
I love that.
Anything else interesting before we close out here? This comes from Christine Cherry. My grandma gave me her wedding ring, and I still have it.
I feel like that's a common thing that happens. Like grandma or your mom gives like the wedding ring, passes it down.
Cool
I think
tradition.
my mom has like a wedding ring from her grandma or great grandma.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah, and I think
Big
my
fan.
dad like resized it or put like a new diamond in it. I actually don't know. I should ask.
fan.
Also, Produce of Pill said, "I love your nail and gummies video. Fun, lol."
Let's go.
Yeah. It was fun to create. We have something, more videos in that kind of vein of us out in the world coming out. Sans edibles,
Yes.
but still fun. So I'm hoping you guys like it. But should we get into this next story?
Let's do it. We got one more.
One more for you. This is
Ready to
fun. This is fun. And if you guys want any other tea, we're excited to spill it, but we won't say spill that tea because you guys hated that. All right. So this is today I effed up by starting an underground sports betting ring. And this comes from Soggy Servant 1291. I love that. That sounds like a BDSM username. My soggy servant.
Oh my.
All right. Okay. So this disaster unfolded recently, and I'm still dealing with the consequences. It all began innocently enough in my junior year of high school. As someone who's always been super into sports, I thought I'd add a bit of excitement to the daily lunch debates about the upcoming games, NBA and NFL. The idea was simple. My friends and I would place bets between us on the outcomes of various sports games, but this quickly escalated past our available bankroll, so we moved online. Soon, a good chunk of our grade was involved. I became the middleman, collecting cash and placing bets online. Now, you're supposed to be 21 to play sports bets, but I was able to get around that by using my older brother's stake account.
Oh my god.
This is entrepreneurship at its finest.
Yeah, this is wild.
Yeah.
This is wild.
Did you ever buy a fake ID? No, right?
I did.
You did.
Yeah. We could do a quick
Story time?
story time at
Story
the end.
time? Okay.
Okay, story time at the end. Y'all stick
All right.
around.
The bets started small, like $10 or $20, but as word spread, the amounts grew. A senior bet $200 on the Pistons game, confident about them breaking their 20-plus game losing streak. When they lost, he went crazy. I pocketed around $10 from that bet alone, thanks to my 5% cut. Each day, I was handling more and more money, sometimes totaling over $500 in bets.
Wow.
Dude. That's crazy.
This is wild.
My cut meant I was making about $25 to $50 daily, which felt like a fortune at the time. I mean,
again,
you're in
how
high
old is
school?
High school?
Yeah, junior year of high school. Like high school, maybe like a few years ago. That's good money.
Decent.
That's good money.
Yeah. Especially just for handling it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all he's doing.
Everything seemed fine until it wasn't. There was a major football game that many had high hopes for. The stakes were through the roof, with one of the largest pots I'd ever seen at around $800 of total bets. The underdog pulled off an unexpected win, leading to a huge upset. Most bettors lost big, and the mood shifted from excitement to anger and disappointment.
Y'all put ICU in the comments if you see what's about to go down here.
Feel
Put
like man's
ICU
about
in
to
the
get,
comments.
Just get beat up by the whole school.
Yeah. Oh, this is not good.
That's when the whole operation crumbled. Word got out to the school administration about what was happening. I guess someone couldn't handle their loss and ratted me out. I was called into the principal's office, and the scene was straight out of a teenage movie. Angry parents, angry-faced administrators, and a very disappointed counselor for some reason. I tried to explain, but as my school is Catholic, the severity of the situation hit me hard. Low key, I mean, I don't think this kid should be awarded necessarily, but kind of presents some initiative by putting this together.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I think so. I mean, this is like he could take these skills and do something really incredible with it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like starting a sports betting company at the very least.
Dude.
Becoming a bookie? Or
high school?
Creating a company? Once he moves to the big leagues in college?
Low key, although great that he was caught this early.
Oh, yeah.
And not
imagine if he started. I mean, he went from like a couple $100s to like $800. He probably would have gone to like thousands.
He probably would have graduated and so this is he still has those skills.
Yeah.
Didn't get on the deep end of something nasty.
Yeah. Someone, Ms. Rad British was like, what kind of job does OP have now? That I would be super curious.
Yeah.
But the severity of the situation hit me hard. I was suspended immediately pending a full investigation. My parents were livid when they found out, especially about using my brother's account for betting. They had no idea about the extent of my involvement in this, and they were deeply concerned about the legal implications because this is illegal. It's illegal.
Yeah,
The
true.
school went berserk, banning any mention of professional sports and initiating talks about the dangers of gambling. My reputation took a nosedive. I mean, but wouldn't he kind of be seen as like?
I feel like he'd be
bad
a
boy?
hero.
That would be sick.
Like everyone just like, yeah.
I have
You
an
know
okay
what I mean?
story time about our school drug dealer.
Oh boy.
My reputation took a nosedive from the sports enthusiast to the kid who got caught running an illegal betting ring, which is so sick.
I mean,
The friends I thought I had quickly distanced themselves, and people tried to demand their money back. Writing this, I realized how naive I was. I mean, it's also a Catholic school too, so they're probably don't think that's
I feel like the money plays a big, like
Yeah.
they're like, yo, because probably they had a lot in the pool that's just like gone. Yeah.
thinking I could get away with something like this. The money I made, which seemed so significant at the time, wasn't worth the fallout. Now I'm facing not just the consequences at school. Oh, this is recent, but also being grounded at home and losing all of my devices and the money I made. It sucks, but I get it. Oh, this is like just happening to OP.
Wow.
This is not like some like old. This is today.
What's his job now?
Yeah,
School.
student. School.
Ninth, home class, homeroom.
The TLDR, I got busted for running a sports betting operation in my high school using my brother's online betting account. I handled large amounts of cash, took a cut from each bet, but it all came crashing down, leading to suspension, loss of trust, and a ruined reputation. Yikes, dude.
Is that the conclusion?
That's the
That's
conclusion.
the end of the saga?
That's the end of the saga.
Wow.
Yeah. I want to hear your okay story time.
Okay, so two slight okay story time. So I didn't get a fake ID in high school, although my good friend who will remain anonymous, his brother was that's actually legit. I'm not being like, oh, it was my friend's brother was like the fake ID kingpin in high school, never got caught to my
Really?
knowledge. Yeah. And I didn't have a fake ID all through literally up until I was 20 years old. And I was like I moved to like the Bay Area. I was like going all these places, going to these conferences, and I couldn't go into places like take business meetings or like just like go after a conference to talk to people in a bar. And it pissed me off so much.
That's so funny, actually.
It pissed me off so much that I went.
Man's just trying to network. That's the only
Yeah,
reason. He gets like-
literally, that was why I didn't drink a
So
drop
funny.
of alcohol in high school or anything like that. So I went online, caught me some Bitcoin in 2016. Wish I had more left over, but
Yeah.
that's okay. And
Yeah, you're investing now.
got the fake and also what's hilarious, there was an intern working at the company that I was at the time, and they were like, he literally looked 12 years old, but he was 16. So he was going to a country where it was legal to gamble at 18. So everyone in the office was like, dude, you should get this kid a fake ID for like 18 years old.
Bro,
So
they're trying to like get you arrested.
I got
Aiding
one.
and abetting illegal gambling.
I got one for both of us, shipped it to our
Oh,
office
you
address.
did it.
I shipped it to our office address and not my parents' house because I was like, I'm not going to do
Dude,
that.
you could have gotten that company to some serious hot water.
They thought it was amazing.
That's
They
so
loved it.
funny. That's
They
so
loved
funny.
I don't
Yeah.
know if the C-suite knew, but like everyone else was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
this is hilarious. So he literally looked like, I mean, like a 5-year-old on this thing, and then him and his dad used it as a gas station. And at first the cashier was like, what is this?
Yeah.
And then the dad came up and was like, oh, he's like actually 18, like it's all cool. So that's my story.
That's all it takes is just an older person saying that you're your dad. You could say you're my dad and then convince people. that
Dude,
I'm
guys,
actually
how
my
old do I look? How old do I look? Put it in the comments, okay?
90.
90. Anyways,
okay, so
your okay
my
story
okay
time.
story time. So there was this kid who was like so I went to an all boys Jesuit school. It was
Right.
like super buckled down. We're not even allowed to have our hair below our ears.
Dude, Satan's hair.
Yeah, Satan's hair, dude. You can't hear the Lord's prayers if
That's
it's over
right.
your ears.
Yeah.
And there was this kid. I remember he would like take pictures and put it on Facebook, and it was like him with like literally stacks of cash this high, going like this and posing the
The
photos.
money phone.
Everyone knew he was like dealing drugs, and he was making a lot of money. He was selling like weed. He was
Right.
selling. I mean, the real big one was Adderall. He was selling a ton of Adderall.
Right.
And I remember there was this time where they had like caught him with something, and were like, "We need to search your car now." And he ran to his car and had duffel bags of drugs in his car.
How old was he? Do you know?
I think he may have been like 17 or 18, which is I'm not sure which one.
Oh,
Right?
that's tough.
He had
That's really
duffel bags,
tough.
but it wasn't like the police were called. It was like the principals.
Right.
He had duffel bags in his car, and the principal was going in. He's like, "Hey, we're gonna inspect your car," and he's like, "No," and he ran to his car, and because it's on school property, I think it's like you can kind of search the thing.
Right.
But he ran to his car, opened his trunk, and threw the duffel bags over the fence so it wasn't on school property anymore, and got away with it
Oh.
because they didn't have any evidence. And he was like low-key a hero in school.
So wait. So he throws the bags over, and then the principal goes to his car, doesn't see anything, and doesn't
No.
notice.
I think they saw him throw the bags over, but they like couldn't do anything because wasn't on school property anymore. Because like you can be like they can like search your locker and your backpack on school property.
Right.
I think with like certain probable
But
cause.
then they couldn't go and like look into it.
Yeah, and they didn't have like the police there.
I mean,
And
I'm
I could
surprised
be
they
remembering some of the like
Yeah.
the story wrong, but like that
Right,
is
yeah.
the gist.
basically he like got away with it.
He
with
got away with it.
Yeah.
I think actually, I still have him on Facebook, and I believe I remember his first name, and I can show you this money photo. I think, is this him? Does he still have
Not
it?
the money phone, dude. The money phone. The money phone in high school is crazy.
Oh,
That
I
is
think he deleted
bananas.
all of his. He may have deleted all of his photos, but he was going pretty far up in like the ring of like all these like various illicit activities.
Wow.
I just found him on Facebook.
That's
Posted
crazy.
a video in 2017.
That's crazy. All right. Everyone answered. How old am I? The answers. 87, 25, 18, 27, 35. Come on. 23, 25, looks around 28. Okay, JK like 24,
42.
32, 30, 42, liar. 25, 36, 27. If we guess it right, do we get a prize? Well, what is that? Bernie Hearts Dragons?
Yeah.
Bernie Hearts Dragons? You're right. And you get the prize of my undying love and admiration for not saying 50 years old, like Riley would. So hey, yeah, big round of
Big
applause
round
for
of
Bernie Hearts
applause.
Dragons. We love you, and all you guys in the chat. This has been
This
an
has been awesome.
incredible
This has been
fun
awesome.
live episode.
Yeah. I feel like that is a wrap on this episode. Let us know what you think.
Mhm.
We're gonna try to do this on a more regular basis, like maybe like once a week.
That's right. We're gonna ramp it up.
More. Possibly
We're gonna
more.
try to
We're
really
trying
try to
get,
ramp it up.
Yeah, as much stuff for you guys as possible.
right.
So yeah, if you loved it, make sure to like I don't know, like this. I don't even know how lives work. We're still figuring.
We're getting
this
there.
out.
We're getting.
We're
Well,
getting
we have our closer, which kind of works perfectly.
Oh yeah. If you love us, make sure to subscribe.
We love you, and
And
see you tomorrow.
Which we actually will.